Man, I've been gone for about a month, and so much crazy stuff has been happening. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the whole stuff that happened with like Charlie Kirk and stuff like that, and just my thoughts on it. Just real quick, I'm just some guy, man, and I'm gonna explain some things. Uh, when it comes to like my view with Charlie Kirk, because right off the bat, I'm just gonna say, man, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "How?" But I didn't really know who he was per se until he got assassinated recently. Um, and it's not that I never have seen him. I've seen him around on the internet before, like clips of him come up and stuff like that. But it just never. I just never really like knew who he was. Like I never really put any effort into like researching him and stuff. And I mean now with everything going on, like I kind of not that I put in like so much research into it, but like I kind of know more so who he is now. But I don't know, man. It's just crazy that we live in America. Uh, this country is so great, man. Or at least I do. I don't know if anyone else is watching from another country. Then you're lucky, unless you're in North Korea. I don't. That's worse, man. But I don't know. I just wanted to say like this whole thing is just kind of crazy, and people have like their own theories about things, about like the motives and stuff like that. Like I keep hearing stuff about people saying like, oh, it was Israel that had him killed, or like, oh, I know whenever it first happened, like people were saying it was because the shooter was trans and stuff like that. I don't know, just a lot. There's like a lot of stuff going around. I mean, now we know the shooter's not trans. We don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying Israel did do something like that, but like, you never know. I guess in a way. I mean, I don't think so, but you know, we live in a society, so you just never really know. But I don't know, man. I just think that a lot of people. This is really a start, the start of something kind of big, because this country has been just divided for so long, man, and this is really just going to wedge that even further, especially with how split people really feel about him. You know, you obviously have some people who are obviously like sad about it, and you know they'll post on their social media, you know, rest in peace Charlie Kirk, and you got other people posting the opposite. Um, you know, they're like celebrating it. Um, Personally, I feel like I'm in this weird in between because, like I said, I didn't really know him, I guess, that well, in the sense that like I really he just kind of flew over my head. But even now, knowing like more about him, I don't know if this is messed up to say, but I kind of still don't really care, and it's not because I don't like him or something. It's just I don't know, man. I just don't really care, to be honest. Like the main thing that I care about really is how this is more so of a start to freedom of speech dying. And I know like this is something that's also being talked about a lot, but like, you know, it's just sad that people are being killed over their beliefs. And personally, I would kind of say I'm more like left leaning. So honestly, on a lot of things, I would disagree with Charlie Kirk, and I'm not going to talk about all that. That's not really important. But I don't know, you know, like I wouldn't personally want somebody to shoot me just because they don't agree with what I have to say. And I don't know. I think a lot of people, especially the people like celebrating it, I don't really think they have been like. I don't know. It's just you got to just think about it. You know. I don't know. People, I think, should be allowed to say whatever they want and voice their opinions. Um, I don't know, man. Sure, he may have said some stuff that I think a lot of people really hated, but it's or like I mean, who knows? Maybe he was a bad person behind the doors, but like unless like I heard on the news that he was like I don't know doing something crazy like being on the Epstein files or something, then I would say it'd be justifiable, and I think everybody should be celebrating. But like I don't know, man, he was just some podcaster, really. So like he wasn't even like a politician in any way. I don't think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's just literally just a podcaster. Like he doesn't have anything to do with actual politics. I guess I don't know. So it's just crazy because he's more so closer to just a normal person. I get like a normal citizen. Like granted, like yeah, he's kind of like he's famous, but he wasn't really like any sort of politic. I don't know, you know. So it's just crazy that like we are getting into a point where you kind of do gotta be scared of what you're saying, you know. You do gotta worry about it, like because stuff like this is happening, and the fact that it wasn't like, I mean, obviously it's better that it was one tragedy than multiple, but the fact that it wasn't like a mass shooting either, it was just targeted shooting. Um, because that could have like I said, thankfully that didn't happen. But that if that guy really wanted to, he could have just really started, spraying everybody that was down there if he really wanted to. So it's just crazy. Like this person genuinely didn't like what someone had to say, a particular person, and did all this just so that they could shoot one particular person. You know what I mean? Excuse me. And I don't know. That's just crazy. Like that's just crazy, man. Like it just makes me sad growing up in this country, and obviously like I heard as a kid growing up, I've always heard about how this country's rigged, or this country's not as good as it really is, or like the American dream doesn't exist, stuff like that. And it's just sad how, yes, even as a kid I believed it, I thought it was true, but it's growing up and really realizing it's worse than what your parents or whoever told you all that was. Like it's worse, man. It really is. But I don't know, man. Like if anybody wants to just comment their opinions too, and maybe I don't know, I can make a follow up video. It just I know it's already been a little over a week. I think it was. So I'm kind of like I don't really want to say late. I don't know. I don't think you could be late for something like this. It's just I just kind of been thinking about it a lot, and especially now that there's been time for people to post about it and stuff like that. Um, it just kind of makes me realize, like, man, everybody's kind of super divided, and it's like everybody. You just gotta like worry about everybody, like, and not necessarily that they're gonna hurt you or something, but just that you're gonna be in a disagreement with them and things aren't gonna be the same. Like maybe you have a friend that like you didn't really know was super like into Charlie Kirk, and you really hated him, so like now y'all don't get along, or you have a coworker that you don't get. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. It's it's pretty wild out here, out here in America. But I know other countries got so much stuff going on. Like I know, like with I don't know if it's all of Europe or just the UK. I think it's just the UK, but they have like their internet laws going on. There's just so much stuff going on, man, in the world. I don't even know where to begin. But I don't know. That's really what I want to talk about. Just how it's just sad that we're growing up in a world where like you kind of got to be a little afraid of what saying, I guess. I don't know, just freedom of speech is out the window now. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't think people should be celebrating. I really don't. I don't know. Like I said, even though I would probably disagree with a lot of what Charlie Kirk has said, I'm not celebrating it. Like I'm just kind of here, like, you know, it's eh. At least when it comes to that, I don't know. Like I think the main thing I'm mostly thinking about is just the freedom of speech part, man. Like you really gotta watch your back out here now. Well, not now. It's been like this, but you know what I mean. Like it's just getting worse. But yeah, I don't know. If I think more about this, I'll make a follow up. So if anybody wants to, I don't know, comment their thoughts on stuff. I'm sure there's stuff I missed and didn't really talk about, and I'm just some random guy, guys. So like, I'm not like super into politics and stuff like that. I know I never really talked about anything. I mean, this isn't really that political, but I've never really talked about politics much on this channel, so it's like, yeah, this is probably the closest thing. But I just really wanted to talk about it because it's just been on my mind, you know. But yeah, y'all stay safe out there. Um, Hope y'all have a good day, week, month, year in life, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'll try to be speedy making videos. I know I don't really make a lot, but I've just been busy with life and work. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.